I have more questions than observations. What is happening? This is nuts. I'm gonna have to check out more of these. Holy trousers. Welcome back. Today I wanted to do something new for me, which is to react to some of your suggestions for music that I should check out. These all come from just one video, my video about Darko, which actually did surprisingly well. All of these I haven't listened to yet. A couple of these bands I am aware of, but I've just never heard the songs or never heard the actual band. You know, there's a lot of music I know of but haven't actually listened to. And so I thought it would make a bit of a change to just dive into some of these random songs. These, I assume, because of the nature of the video I made on Darko, are probably going to be either extremely heavy or extremely weird. Which is fine, as far as I'm concerned. But if you're not into that kind of thing, maybe click off now. But yeah, let's check them out. The first one was suggested by Says the Man Behind the Mask. And he is a fellow YouTuber who has an awesome channel. You should go and check him out if you like what you're seeing on this channel. He does similar sort of stuff, but I think better than I do. So it was nice to see him over on this channel. And he suggested the Dillinger Escape Plan, who is a band I have listened to in the past. I am aware of how they sound. And it's a band that I do like. I kind of forget exists a lot of the time because, you know, I listen to a lot of stuff, so it's hard to listen to everything all the time. What I've found, it says full album stream, but it's 6 minutes long. So is that an album? Is that a song? I'm completely clueless as to this thing, but it's called When Good Dogs Do Bad Things, and apparently featuring Mike Patton, of all people. So this should be interesting. So yeah, let's check it out. Okay, this is giving me goosebumps already, which is weird because I generally only get goosebumps when I listen to something that I know really well that reminds me of stuff. This is pretty bonkers already, and the reason why I paused it here is because there's in this moment, what's going on, I think it's a synth, I don't know. It reminds me a lot of a band called The Locust, which I actually did feature in that video of Darko. This is very Locust-y, just with a bit less shrieking. Let's carry on. Unmistakably Mike Patton in this bit. If this just came on randomly, I would immediately be able to identify that that's Mike Patton. And this weird sound surrounding it is totally something that he would be into. So very, very Mike Patton, I think. Also a little bit Deftones. And I'm also feeling like, while this bit is quite calm, I feel like there's something coming that's going to hit me in the head. So let's see. Okay, that is not what I was expecting at all. This sounds now kind of like Faith No More, pretty much. I was expecting a calm before the storm kind of thing, but now this is very much more gradual than I thought was going to happen. But I'm into it. I like it. Obviously, I haven't listened to Dillinger Escape Plan for a long time, but I never imagined that I'd be listening to something by Dillinger Escape Plan that sounds anything remotely like Faith No More. This is kind of weird. Oh, I wasn't expecting a jump scare. I should have known. Mike Patton, man, come on. Everything I just heard was so incredibly Mike Patton. In my mind, more so Mike Patton than Dillinger Escape Plan. Because I have my image of what Dillinger Escape Plan sounds like in my head, and it's not really like this. It's a lot more frantic and distorted and non-stop chaos. Whereas this was, I guess they're much older now than the last time I listened to them, so, you know, that's probably one reason why. But yeah, that was quite interesting and surprising, honestly. Especially that jump scare at the end. I need to listen to this again. A 6-minute album, though? Did I mess up or something? Like, it definitely didn't feel like just one song, but it's definitely not an album. That's not even an EP. That's maybe... it felt like 2 or 3 songs. To me, that's an EP, not an album. I think they're trolling if that's what they're claiming that it is. But yeah, really good. Very good suggestion. I can see why someone would suggest this to me, so thank you, says the man behind the mask. Good recommendation. So, this next one is one that was a very recent suggestion in the last 9 hours ago at time of recording, which is an artist called A Place to Bury Strangers, who I must confess I've never heard of. I've no idea what this is. Again, haven't listened to this. We'll see what happens. I literally don't even know what sort of genre this is, so this should be interesting. Oh, and this was suggested by Ethan Hitchcock 5431. Let's get into this. I must confess, with a name like A Place to Bury Strangers, I was expecting something a little heavier than this. He says in the comment that it's not as heavy as Darko, but nothing is. So, I don't know, I wasn't expecting something this mellow. I'm kind of getting sort of vague REM vibes from this. Yeah, this part of the song, very much giving me REM vibes. The Smiths as well, I'm getting from this now that I think about it. There's someone actually I know personally very well who I think might like this, so I might have to pass this on. Okay, yeah, I get it. I get it. Not what I was expecting. I mean, I didn't honestly know what to expect with any of these, really. But so far, I much prefer the Dillinger Escape Plan song. This is... I don't dislike it. There's nothing that annoys me or anything. It just... it's not really gripping me. You know, as I've said before, I'm a dumb meathead and I like heavy music. And this is far from dumb, heavy meathead music. But I think, like I said, I think there is someone I know who will like this. And who knows, she may even know of this band already. Gotta say, not really for me. I won't be going back to this, let's say, but I don't dislike it. So, thank you, Ethan Hitchcock, for your suggestion. Just, not for me. Okay, the next suggestion is Paleface Swiss, and the recommendation comes from Zach McGrain 2436. And again, never heard of Paleface Swiss at all. Let's get into this. Okay, in the comment by Zach McGrain, one of the things he referred to was Slipknot vibes, and I'm very much getting that. And another band that this is kind of reminding me of is a band called King 810, but a little bit more upbeat than King 810. There's something about this vocalist's voice where he's kind of going, like kind of losing it a little bit in his screams. David Gunn from King 810 kind of has that same accent in his voice, and but yeah, I'm enjoying this so far. This would make for an interesting mosh pit experience. It's not the most original ever. It does have that sort of modern metalcore-ish sound to it. Like the guitar sounds good, but it does sound a lot like many other bands. This is my problem with a lot of metalcore stuff, or like a lot of modern metal. Everyone seems to sort of go for the same tone. But I did like the little playfulness with the noises in the guitar. That's good. Very much my kind of bass tone. I like that. I will find peace in this motherfucker! I'm hanging in the gallow! I'm hanging in the gallow! Gallow! Hell yeah! That was fun. That was very fun. Definitely music that I would go to see live, because I'm a mosh pit freak, and it's exactly designed for mosh pits, this music, clearly. So very down for this. A little bit generic, I will confess. Again, the guitar tone is very dime a dozen. I did like that bass tone though. That was like sort of almost nu metal sounding down-tunedness. It was good. It was, yeah, I like this. Would I listen to more of it? Yeah, I would, actually. Yeah, I think I might have to investigate this band a little bit more. So thank you, Zach McGrain, for that suggestion. Excellent. This next suggestion is a band, another band beginning with the name Pale, which is a weird coincidence, called Paledusk, who, again, I don't think I've heard of. So really don't know what to expect with this one. And this was a recommendation from I'm Not Chikao, I think, 6317. And they said songs like Black Ice, AO, or Slay. So I've gone with that first one, Black Ice. Genuinely no idea what to expect here. So yeah, let's see what this is. Today is the last day I live things out. What is going on? Jesus. This is hard to digest. Holy... After the few... Like that last song, Paleface, was fairly simple structure. The one before that was even simpler. This is done more in the first 30 seconds than either of those songs did for their whole runtime combined. Whoa! What? What is happening? This is the best one so far. By a long shot. This is insane music. And I can see why I'm Not Chikao suggested this on my Darko video, because this has... It's not as heavy, but it has the same frantic, very, very unpredictable style to it. This is nuts. Where does one begin writing music like this? Genuine question. There's been about 17 different tempo changes. There's so many sounds I can't even identify. There's been like 7 different genres of music going on in this. How have I never heard of this band before? I'm gonna have to check out more of these. Holy trousers. What the fuck, man? I'm kind of lost for words, which is not good when you're trying to make a YouTube video. Let me think about this for a moment. It's difficult to react and to get my thoughts into words when I've just experienced something that frantic. And I do listen to a lot of frantic, heavy music, but I've never heard this before. And combined with this visual, I have more questions than observations. I am definitely... Thank you, I'm Not Chikao. This was a fantastic suggestion. I need to look into Paledusk more. This is wild. I think my expressions throughout listening to the song and watching the video probably say more than my actual stupid mouth words can. Yeah, I'll get back to you on this band. I need to look into this more. This was too much to just do a straight up reaction to. Jesus. Okay, dokay. So the last suggestion was from a viewer called Arcantos Arcane, and they suggested Humanity's Last Breath. They also suggested Black Tongue, which is a band I do actually know. So I don't need to check them out. They also suggested the Tony Dancer Tap Dance Extravaganza, which is a name I've heard and remember because it's obviously very memorable. But I kind of wanted to keep it as one suggestion per viewer. But maybe I'll get to Tony Dancer Tap Dance another time. This is Humanity's Last Breath with Labyrinthian, and I think I can kind of guess what this is going to sound like based on the name and the title. Okay, so far, the sort of polyrhythmic rhythm between the drums and the guitar, a little bit Meshuggah-y, I will say that. Meshuggah are an incredibly influential band, so I can't knock at any points for that. But it is sounding good, it's sounding thick, it sounds heavy. It just, again, is suffering from that this could be any deathcore band thing that I experience. Not to say that I don't like it. You could just tell me this is any deathcore band, and I go, yeah, okay, I believe you, because I just can't tell any difference. Anyway, let's carry on. Really cool atmosphere. This, minus the vocals, you take the vocals out, this would make really good like first-person shooter soundtrack, or like a cutscene in some sort of sci-fi video game or something. Pretty cool. But yeah, I anticipate there's going to be some heavy stuff immediately after I unpause this, so let's see what happens. Okay, fine, you got me. This is exactly that kind of meathead riff that I enjoy. I'm sold. This is good. What I was saying before about there's like a polyrhythm thing going on and it's kind of loosey-goosey. Now it's just straight pounding you in the head. A good change of pace, I think, after that nice atmospheric bridge section. This is cool. This is cool. Okay, so that's Humanity's Last Breath. I thought that was really good. It does, like I said, it does kind of slip into the whole all deathcore basically sounds the same to me thing, but that's not to say that it's bad. I did like the guitar in this. The tone was really, it tickled my brain in just the right way. The bit with the in the riff there, that was that's what I'm here for with meatheady riffs. The only thing I would say is that I wasn't impressed by the vocalist. Very one note kind of vocals, didn't really do much for me. I think actually, going back to what I said about it being would make good soundtrack music, I think if you just took out the vocalist entirely, I would probably enjoy this more, sadly to say. I think if it was just an instrument, I don't listen to many instrumental bands, but an instrumental band that sounds like this, I would probably be down for. So yeah, I did like it. A little bit deathcore, all sounds the samey, and I didn't like the vocalist, but aside from that, really, really solid. So thank you to all of you who suggested music. And by the way, there have been many, many other suggestions on separate videos. This is partly why I wanted to make this video, is because it's going to be hard to keep up if I want to, you know, give my thoughts on these artists. I'm going to have to keep up with what people send me. And I wanted to make a video today, but I was being indecisive, so I thought I'd just start this and see how it goes. So hopefully you enjoyed watching, and I hope those 5 of you who suggested me stuff, I hope you do watch this and take my my views sincerely. But I've still not thought of how to end videos yet, so I'm just going to say, go away.